YouTube, how the fuck you doing? Hey guys, this is NaDeSHoT, and I'm back here with another episode of Predator and NaDeSHoT, Snipers Going Ham, and another tale of the McCrackhead. Alright, just to cover my own ass, I didn't use his real name, Steve George's, but I think from now on we're just gonna call him Stevie. Let's just call him Stevie. Stevie the Crackhead. Is a psychopath. So let's just keep it Stevie, please. So whenever you post, whenever you send me messages, just mention Stevie. All right. So here's the story this time. It was a beautiful summer afternoon at McDonald's. It was towards the end of my shift, I would say, and I wasn't working super hard just because it was the end of my shift and I had been there for like 8.5 hours already. I was going on like my last half hour. So one of my managers sends me in the back to stock up like some of the sauces so you just take the sauces out of the box and you put them in the carton, and then you bring the cartons back up. So my manager, who I'm really cool with, tells me to go do that. So before I go back there, I grab a drink, which you're allowed to do. I grab a child-sized drink of high C, so it could quench my thirst. And so I get this cup, and I'm walking back there, and I'm sipping it, and I'm saying what's up to some of the employees. Everyone there is pretty tight with each other, and it's not like this is like the only guy everyone truly hates. Stevie is a dick. So I'm talking a little bit, and then I go in the back, and I get all these boxes ready, and I start filling up the cartons. I stop and take a sip, and here's this fucking psychopath standing behind me, like tapping his foot on the ground like you would do like if you're like impatient. And I'm just like, oh, how's it going? He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I'm stocking the sauces like manager told me to. He's like, what are you drinking? And I tell him, orange high C. Well, you can see the orange, can't you? I didn't say that, but I should have. I tell him orange high C. He's like, did you punch it in? And I don't know why you're drinking on the clock or whatever the hell you're doing, but you better stop right now and get your ass back to work before I fire you. And I'm like, dude, you can't be serious. Like, are you fucking nuts? We're allowed to do this. The manager said I could grab it before I went in the back. And so I'm just like, all right, whatever. So I take another drink before I throw it out. Like I take a sip right before I throw it out. And for some reason, this psychopath crackhead must have went off. Something ticked in his head. I don't even know. And he's like, do you want to see sparks fly? I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? I mean, I'm sorry for dropping the F-bomb, but like I'm pretty like this shit like it gets me mad. So he asked me what I'm talking about. Or I ask him, what do you mean? What are you talking about? He picks up a 4-foot steel metal rod or whatever it was. It was about 3 inches thick, and he picks it up. And there's another swing manager standing right next to me. And all of a sudden, I see him like wind up, like he's about to throw something. He takes this metal rod, and he tosses it at us. Now, tossing, he didn't throw it super fast, but he threw it at us. And we both jump out of the way, like, in disbelief. Did this crazy-ass guy really just throw this metal rod at us? So it hits the ground, it makes sparks, and it hits one of the CO2, one of the carbon dioxide canisters, which are used to, like, put the carbonation in the drinks, and it knocks it over, and it makes this big noise. The manager comes back, asks what happened, and this guy's like, oh, they knocked over the CO2 can. I'll make sure they don't do it again. And I'm just sitting there like, this motherfucker did not just say this to our manager. Like, you're kidding, right? And then he says, oops, sorry, it was an accident. And I'm just sitting here infuriated. My face is beat red from being so mad at this guy for just being a crazy ass delusional douchebag. And I know in the comments you guys say you should beat his ass, you should punch him. Well, that's assault. I can't do that. But if he ever does verbally assault me one more time, or if he does like bump into me, or something, I'll definitely snap back. I have a lot more stories, and one of them does actually involve physical violence on myself. I'll save that one for next time. This was just terminal demolition, and it was just me and Predator playing GB. I hope you guys enjoy these stories, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. This one's gonna be wrapping up a second. I fast forwarded through some of the slow parts just so that this video wasn't like 8 minutes long, because I know nobody wants to watch like an 8-minute video. But the next video, physical violence, that one should be good. But thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and YouTube, we'll see you fucking later.
We got our ass handed to us. Fuck. I can't concentrate.